Good evening, everybody. It's 6 p.m. Eastern, 2300 UTC. You know what that means? It's Wednesday. It's time for Magical Mike's Ham Radio Fun podcast. And we're going to do a little something tonight. I think you'll find this very interesting. As some of you know, I am a Geochron geek. I love Geochrons. So we're going to talk a little bit about the new Geochron Atlas Pro and also the Global Pass. The Global Pass gives you the ability to access anything on the Geochron. Now, on the original Geochron 4K 2B, which is the old one I had, I put that on my living room TV. I still have the Global Pass on that too, but I can adjust that and mess with that for like anything from hurricanes to earthquakes, stuff like that. I can watch and monitor on there. Over here, I could do that over here too, but I choose to Roger KV4 India, Kilo Victor 4 India. Hey, Roger, welcome aboard. Anyway, so I kept the original Geochron on the living room TV for my personal use and experimentation and stuff like that. But this is the Geochron Atlas Pro. This is one badass little computer, and it cost a lot of money. So I'm doing this so you don't have to. I love it. I paid for it. I had a bitch getting it to work, but you know how I've bitched about Geochron in the past, and I've even had not this year, last year at Hamcation, Patrick was there, and we tried to have a nice conversation, but he did not appreciate my opinions. And a lot of people don't appreciate my opinions. Totally acceptable. What he didn't realize was I was not attacking him. I was trying to motivate him to improve his product, because the Geochron Atlas Pro and the Geochron Atlas 4K are the cutting edge of that community. Of global clocks, global everything. You could tell time anywhere in the world, but you could do that with a ham clock. That's not what this is about. This is about understanding and studying everything from global warming, which I do not believe exists, to satellite passes, to earthquakes, where they're happening, storms, hurricanes, cyclones, wherever they're appearing, you can get them to come up on the screen. So I've started programming mine to get it to way my other one was. So when I stream a satellite pass, you'll be able to track the satellite with me on the Geochron. Now, right now, we're not doing any satellite passes because I'm having a little glitch with my sat box, and that's not because anything broke. It's because Keith Bush, the man who made all the software for the sat box, is busy improving it. And as some of you know, I have told you this before, I have a prototype sat box that I use all the time. And that's the one that has Bluetooth built in. It has that 3D picture of the Earth that I show sometimes. And so that's what's on that one. So in the process of him doing something, he updated it and messed up mine, so it didn't work anymore. And we got it mostly working last night, but today I noticed it's not moving the rotor to track the satellites. It's like it doesn't know how to do it. So we might have to update it again. But the good news is we might do a Zoom call tonight. We did one last night for about an hour. We might do it again tonight. And not on here. I'm not going to stream it. We'll be working, me and Keith, together. But, man, I told Keith that view of the Earth with the cone from my antenna is absolutely incredible. So I'll just show you that real quick right now. There it is on the bottom left. The sat box isn't there. This is the sat box output. Okay. So that's the sat box output, and it works great. But that picture on the bottom left, that is a separate window that is put out by the sat box that, there's so much stuff you could do with that window. The yellow cone you see in the center, I can turn it a little better so you see it. Oh, it's not letting me turn. Oh, that's because I have it over home. Okay. Yeah, let me, here, we can do this. I can turn it around like this. Why is it coming? Why is the cone coming out of Africa? I must not have my location set right in the sat box. I'll have to redo that. Actually, let's do it right now. Location. That's better. Say save. And now let's see where it shows me. Let's close this and open it again. Well, I got to call them anyway later, and we're going to do a Zoom call, and they get to play with it too while we're talking about it. I'm waiting for it to load again. It's not loading. Well, that's because we're live streaming. That's why it's not working. Anyway, I will get that all working. That picture you see there with the YouTube thing, that's on the Geochron right now. If you look at the Geochron, that's the image that shows the live view from the ISS. But already you can see a little difference in the screen. Notice the satellites their footprint is in white. I'm going to change that. This unit compared to the other one is day and night. The rendering is faster. They have it set up with enough memory and enough speed in the processor that literally I could open every layer on a Geochron at the same time. I don't do that because I'm also not stupid. You won't see anything if I did that. It would just all be a big white mess. But I have the MUF running. I also have my FT8 contacts for the last 24 hours are there. Ah, shit. Music was on. Sorry. Thanks for that. Iman, how you been? How you been, Iman? How can I do this without you? You're so good. We're looking at the Geochron Atlas Pro, and it also has the Global Pass, which means I have access to every layer on the Geochron. I can put any layer I want, from Starlink satellites to MUF. You name it, I can get it on the screen with this unit. This is the unit right here. Let's go back to the solar cam. This is it, the Atlas Pro 4K. So it's 4K output. It's so much better than the original because of the fact it has more memory and stuff like that. We could put earthquake stuff on it. It's Wi-Fi 802.11 A, B, and G, or you could use Ethernet for video resolution of 1080 HD to 4K, included with the included power supply, and 30-inch male to male HDMI cable comes with it. Quick start instructions. Internet is required for live tracking. So this is magnificent. I will just say that. The other thing that I used to bitch about Geochron was their tech support. The tech support used to be, if you called them today or sent them an email today, tomorrow at 5 o'clock somebody would respond to it. And then when you replied to what they sent you, you wouldn't hear back from them for another day. So literally, we're talking 4 days it took to get it done. Kilo Radio 4 Juliet Gulf Delta. Welcome aboard, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. So Geochron has tremendously improved their tech support. Now with a phone call, it takes down your number, you leave your voicemail, they will respond to you with a legitimate attempt to help you with the problem you're having. If that doesn't work and you get back to them, they will get right back to you. And now, they're a small company. They stopped saying that. I'm so happy. I told Patrick at the time, I said, stop saying that. That is not the sign of a successful business, to give the excuse that you're a small company, so that's why you look bad. No, you don't say that. As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing close to Geochron. Nothing. I don't care what website you go to, what page you go to, what ham clock version you're using on what device. None of it compares to the Geochron. Just get that straight right now. Literally, I can look at, tomorrow you get your G90 HT. G90 is not an HT. It's a 20 watt QRP station, not a HT. You can hold it like an HT and use it, but that's not what it was made for. It's an HF radio that's 20 watts QRP. Actually, 20 watts to me is not QRP. 10 is, not 20. So if you use it without an external battery, you could say it's QRT. Yes, it's HF. Absolutely right. It is HF. The G9, and the other thing too is that thing will tune anything. You could hook it up to anything as an antenna and it will tune it. So have fun with that. I have one. I'm actually thinking of selling one, but I was selling it with a bunch of other stuff. I hope you got a good price on it. All right, so we're talking about the Geochron. Go back here and look at it. The nice thing is you could put the custom call sign in there, right? Iman, you're right. The G90 is a tuner with a radio connected to it. That's right. What's dumpster? What's 437? I'm lost. I don't know what you're talking about. But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about the Geochron. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to show you how I set things up. So I hit the menu button. Here is the remote, right? On this screen here, actually, no, not that one. Let's go back to General. General. See that little QR code right there? I am going to scan that with my camera. Wake up, phone. Scan that with my camera and open it in Chrome. And what I will do is open up a Let's View for Windows. And we will add that to the screen. All right. So this is when you get a Geochron, there's a whole bunch of different ways to program it. Clicked on the wrong button there. Going to move this down to the bottom left here. And watch. Now I'm going to do programming on here. Oh, you could tune a dumpster. 73, be right back. You could tune a dumpster. You'll love the G90, mate. Yeah, that's Iman talking about. He knows what he's talking about. $437. Okay. That's a good price. I'm still arranging the screen here. All right, can you see the picture on the bottom left? That is, I'm going to log in with Geochron. Let's get in there. Hold on, I'm logging in. Turn that off. I gotta check the password before I type it because I'll do it wrong. All right, let's see if we can get in here. Oh, man, I forgot about this. Okay, hold on. I got to get this thing in there. It's all case sensitive. NSK. Three. I didn't type it right. Let's see if I can access my... There we go. All right, I think we got in. All right, here we go. All right, so now let's make this a little bit bigger so you can read it. 73, man. And yes, you can tune a dumpster with a Geochron. Okay, so first thing we have in here is grayscale mode. If I hit that, you'll watch the picture will turn all gray. It's not doing it. Maybe I got to get out of the settings on the Geochron itself. The app isn't working. Let's see if I change maps. Nope. All right. Another glitch. Okay, we'll fix that some other way. But you're supposed to be able to do this. You go to the premium tab. What's nice is, for my purposes, this comes in very handy. All right, nothing's showing up on the premium. Wow, this thing's not working good at all here. At least not this. The remote, this little sucker works. They call this an air mouse. All right, so this is a waste of my time. Close that. Get rid of Let's View. We can close that window. Save us some screen time. Oh, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I was trying. All right, so this is the Geochron. So let's do this first. Let's go to the premium layers. The Geochron is up on the wall over here, and the only way I can see it is if I turn and look up there. What you're looking at on the screen is the output of the Geochron. So we'll go to premium. We'll go to ham radio bundle. Right here you could see, if you do WhisperNet and you want to test your antenna, you could do that. Custom call signs right here. Maximum usable frequency. I find that very handy. On the top left, you have the moon, and just below that, you have the solar conditions. That's good, but it doesn't always give you the exact information you need. But having the MUF, if you look, if I get out of here for a second, and you look at my call sign there, KO4PDI, where it says it's 6:18 p.m., the closest MUF number is 37, and it's right over like Kansas. You see it? So that means frequencies down to 37,000 hertz are audible. So in other words, if you go in and you want to do 10 meters, it should work. 12 meters, 15 meters, 20 meters, that's all below 35. So you should have no problem running that. What you just saw was the page just refreshing. It shut off and turned back on. That's, some of this stuff is animated. So I have weather on there. You can see out over the Pacific, the green. That is the weather. That is not animated weather. I'm going to add that. That is just the standard basic weather. I can add all kinds of stuff here. Under premium, I can go to Earth. Well, let's go here first. Amateur radio. All right. Now we go all the way down to, on the bottom where it says AMSAT satellites. And we turn that on. And want to change the trail length. This is the trail length of the satellites. I put it to the max. Here's FM satellites. There they are there. And you can see the ones I have chosen. the ones that have show footprint, let's see. Hide that one. AL27, we'll leave that. ISS-FM. We don't want to hide that. We want to show the footprint. SO50, we don't want to hide that. AO91, we don't want to hide that. PO101, we want to leave that up. And what is this one? Sonnet 2, we could show footprint on that. AO123 has the footprint out already, and so does IO86. Now, IO86 goes around the equator. I'll never get it, but I have it up there just so I can see when it comes by. All right, these are the FM linear satellites. You can see I have show footprint, high footprint, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's all there. Now, what color do I want the circles to be? Here they are right here. I'm going to say this little, like, hot green. I like that better because then I make the ISS yellow, and it looks great. But we don't do that here. We go over to, we get out of the premium tab and go into layers. Nope. Pins, nope. Live. That's what we want. Over here, the ISS. This is the ISS. I have it show future, show info, and show the name. What is that one? I can't read it on that screen. Man, I can't wait till I get my cataracts operated on because then I'll be able to see again. Oh, show footprint. There we go. All right, now we got the footprint of the ISS on the screen. You can see it's actually right behind the image there of the camera angle coming down from the camera picture that's coming from the ISS, which is down right now, probably because it just came out of being in shadow. The other thing you're looking at on this screen that give you a kick, you can see the shadow where nighttime is, and the gray line is just coming over me now. It's right near me. I have it set up sharp. I don't have it blurred, but you could see it right there. But you see the purple gray line, the purple line? That is the footprint of this moon right now. So right now the moon is not up here. As it moves across, that purple will cross over me, and that will be the gray line on the moon. So when it's first coming into view. What else can I tell you? This is the thing that I really use all the time on my live streams. I can't believe nobody's got any questions. Ask. If you got questions, ask. Because the next thing we're going to talk about is the SAT box. And then we're going to talk about FT2. Do you know what FT2 is? Have you tried FT2? Literally 6 seconds for a completed QSO on FT2. So we'll try that out when we're done. I've been doing it a lot lately. And, yeah. Other things we have under the premium tab, earthquakes. If you hear that there's an earthquake in Sri Lanka or whatever, you can click on this, and you could add the earthquake layer. Now, what you saw, the text that came up on the top right of the Geochron, that's all the reports they're having right now. You could turn on the volcano layer. You could turn on animation for the earthquakes. So what it's doing, you see these orange circles everywhere that showed up? Those are where there are or are going to be. Actually, that's where the earthquakes are right now. And the bigger the circle with the most animation, that's a bad earthquake. That one out in the middle of the Pacific up to the west of the Bering Straits, that's a big earthquake. Interesting stuff. All right, so that's the earthquake layer. What I'm really interested in, let's go back here and go to earthquakes, and we'll turn that off again. I don't want to leave that on the screen. Okay, we'll get out. It took the earthquakes off the screen. It gets a little busy. It's hard to read everything when it's that busy. All right. Another thing I want to show you is major world. This is really cool. Oh, let's go to the bottom here. This is active naval carriers. So let's see, what are our choices here? Oh, just where they show up. Okay. I'm going to make the opacity really dark. Tell it okay. Get out of there. It's on. And we'll get out of this. Let's see, where are all the aircraft carriers? Okay, I see one in California. Those little black spots are aircraft carriers. If you look over, if we go into the Geochron and zoom in under General, we click Zoom, and we go to Middle East. I heard there's something going on in the Middle East, a little something, something. Here it is right here. Yeah, pictures, you could see where there's nuclear sites. I don't know what the X's are, but you could see the airplanes and the little black, where are they here? Oh, right in the middle of the United States Coast Guard patrol forces are monitoring the Mediterranean and the look at that. You got the USS Mitchshire, USS Pickaninny, USS Lincoln. Let's see, the Michael Murphy ship, Frank E. Patterson ship, USS, the McFall. These are all our military that's in that area. That's the Persian Gulf. And the General Harold S. Ford is on the top left, just underneath the waxing gibbous. That's the aircraft carrier itself. The planes, I believe, are where there is sorties going on right now. You can see all of Iran is the furthest north center. Let's see. If you look to the right of the moon, of the sun forecast, to the right, that's Iran right there, that little L-shaped country. So yeah, you got Saudi Arabia is the big peninsula you see sticking out, and that has Qatar and a bunch of other countries there, Yemen. So these are the things that Patrick has been working on, but you could never use them all because you can never use all the layers because the unit couldn't handle it. Well, this unit, it is $900. I am telling you, it is not cheap, but look what you can do with it. So let's look at hurricanes. If I'm in Florida, right? So let's do this first. Let's get back to global and layers. Let's see, those are the pins, live. Let's look at the premium and advanced weather. That's where I want to go, right here. Look at this. This is incredible. Radar, I got that on already. I can put time-lapse radar on there. I'm turning on Storm Track. And I can turn on satellite infrared. I'm not going to do that. That fills up the screen. I don't know what this is. Satellite geocaller. Oh, okay. Let's make it not as opaque. All right, now you can see the clouds good, and it's not blocking anything else out. Land temperature, you can look at satellite water vapor. You can look at that. Lightning animation, we're going to turn that on. So now in the storms, we can see where the lightning strikes are. You getting all this? You taking notes? All right, and ground wind, now we don't need that. Other precipitation, wind, oceans. Oh, weather notifications. Let's turn that on. Let's see what we got. NOAA, yeah, we'll turn that on. Lightning, turn that on. Allow notifications. Allow notification. That's cool. So now when the National Weather Service sends out a storm warning or a snow warning or a hurricane warning, I'll get a notification on that. Pretty cool. It's like having a weather radio built in. All right, we're not going to do any more of this. I just wanted to make sure you got to see what the new Geochron looks like, and has unlimited ability to do everything that it's cracked up to be able to do. So congratulations, Patrick and Geochron. I am so happy with what you've accomplished. Got a couple of issues about little things here and there, but it's minuscule compared to the leap in technology you've accomplished with this unit. So all you guys that love your little ham clocks, God bless you. I'm sorry the guy that made it died. A bunch of guys picked up the slack, though. And I know for a fact Ham Radio Deluxe is working on a way to do something like this within Ham Radio Deluxe. But I don't care who does it. Nobody does it as good as Geochron. So, Patrick, give me an affiliation. I'll sell it for you. It's good. All right. So, what else we're going to talk about this evening? Okay, we're going to go over here. Let me switch to here. All right. So, the SAT box, as some of you know, I've worked up with it for 4 years now. I've had the SAT box. I have multiple SAT boxes. I loaned one to Vaughn and Julie, Pota Power. They're going to try to do satellites. God bless them. I hope they make it work. It's an amazing little tool. Being a satellite chaser like I am thoroughly enthralled with it, and I love the SAT box. Everybody's trying to be like the SAT box. Everybody's putting this stuff in their programs and stuff, and SAT PC32, and what else you got? AMSAT wants to stick with everything but a SAT box, and I look at them like, you're forgetting something very important here. What works, and what would be the easiest way to get everybody synced up so they're all working on the satellites at the same time? SatBox will do that for you. I thoroughly enjoy it. What are we getting a notification? I can't read. See, when I have the studio lights on and I try to look up at the top right side of the Geochron up there, I just burn my eyes. It's too bright. Hold on, I got to fix something here. Yeah, see that little black line up on top? I don't want that there. There, it's gone. I can actually move it in a little bit here. Here we go. Okay, so where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by myself? Oh, the SAT box. As some of you know, if you look at my screen here, the 3D window closed. Let's open it up again. Oh, it's not opening. That's why I closed it. I forgot. I have a prototype. I do not have one that's available on the market right now. That's fine. I don't mind. But that's why I have little glitches in it here and there, because it's not the perfect program yet. That's why I have it. So I troubleshoot it. If I get an issue, I call Mike Sataretti or Keith Bush, and I let them know all about it. And Frank Garofalo. That's the three people that are responsible for this beautiful tool that we use. Right now, I had a bunch of glitches with it yesterday because Keith was updating some of the software and putting some new options in. And what happened was it totally screwed up all the memory and everything on here. So we had to restore it from a separate location. Not the normal restore button. A big ordeal, but still having issues. It's not controlling the rotor correctly. I can turn the rotor with it. Like if I hit ready or pass or park. If I click park, it's not moving. All right, let's click ready. It's funny because the rotator control box is making noise, but the antenna's not moving. However, if I go over here to rotator and open that window and let's go, not that one. That's not what I want. I want control. I should be able to hit right or left here. Is it turning left? No. All right, that's not working right now. All right, then in that case, let's jump over to something more exciting. FT2. Do I have the other? All right, this is a Grid Tracker 2 on the right. And on the left, we have WSJTX version 3, but it has FT2 added to it. All right. So you have to go to, if you go to your Google or whatever search engine you use, just type in FT2 and you will get this screen. And at this point, you download the beta version right here. Click it and download it and install it just like you install WSJTX. The difference is what will happen is if you look, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. If you look here, let me show you. Don't mind me. I thought I had it all set up here. Oh, that's why. All right. If you look here, you'll see you have all your normal buttons and stuff here, but on this side, on the left-hand side, over here, these buttons are different. Notice there's one that says FT2. Now, what it is, literally, if you transmit, all right, I'm going to transmit right now. Enable transmit. Where's the 7610? There it is. Why won't it let me adjust it? Why won't it come on the screen? I'm trying to do too much in this one podcast. That's the problem. Let me switch to another screen. Go to studio mode. See, in studio mode, I can adjust one picture on the left and one picture on the right. So we'll go to the FT8. And we'll open up the 7610. Wow, it's not coming up. Right now I'm on 10 meters running FT2. That one works. Let's add. Oh, that's not what I want. Don't mind me. Just hang out. We're just having fun here right now. Video capture device. That's what I want. Nope. So why isn't my 7610 coming up on the screen now? What changed? Let's go into the menu on the 7610, see if we can figure that out. got this going. Hold on. We got to end alt transmit so I can get in here and set the right display. All right, external display is on. All right, it's all on. Should work. But it's not. Why isn't it working? Did you guys download It's not there. Try deactivating it and activating it again. Oh, it's more glitches. More glitches. Hey, I got to get it. I got to fix it. I know you guys are bored stiff now. All right, so let's get back to FT2. Right here, FT2. Very easy to do it. It's just download the beta version, install it. ADIF certification confirmed for FT2. This is such a new digital mode that it did not have ADIF certification, so now it does, which is good. That just came on the 25th of February. That's the last update they had. Before that, it was released on February 19th. The 16th, it was tested, blah, blah, blah. Actually, it went online February 15th. So the good news is it's a new mode. It's fast as anything. When I say it's fast, I'm telling you, let's go over here. Watch. I am going to hit enable transmit. Okay, so now I am transmitting on 10 meters. I am at, what wattage do I have? I only have 70 watts. I'm using my NFED 160 meter antenna. I got a perfect SWR, no ALC. And I just called CQ 2 times, and I think I already got, what is this guy's? I got, the last one I got was the Cayman Islands. Zulu Foxtrot 1 Echo Juliet. I think I got him on satellites too. I'm not sure. James Andrew Eden. That's his last name, Eden. And he was in the Cayman Islands. Before that, I got Brazil. I got Brazil before that. United States, Cayman Islands. Oh, I got that. Oh, I got a couple of guys there. Good. So anyway, so now we're just waiting. We're on 10 meters. According to Grid Tracker 2, 10 meters is hopping right now. But nobody's calling me. Even in my Ham Radio Deluxe, I had calling CQ. My Ham Radio Deluxe isn't working on this either. I don't know why. This is what happens, man. You get all this cool gadgets and stuff, and one thing goes out of whack, and you forget how you do everything. Anyway, I am going to get on a Zoom call with Frank, maybe Frank Garofalo, but I'll definitely have Mike Sataretti and Keith Bush, who's the creator of all the software in the SAP box, and we're going to iron out the couple of little wrinkles I got in mind right now, all because of development tools and stuff. Nothing broke. It works fine. It's just a matter of telling it what to do and getting all the information out there correctly. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. By the way, here's the FT8 screen I'm working on. I'm calling CQ, all these CQs, and nobody's coming back to me. Let's just... Before I go, let's jump over to 40 meters. And you'll see, I got to change it to the right antenna. There we go. All right, we have, if I could get the 7610 on the screen, I would show it to you. But for some reason, it doesn't want to work. Obviously, a USB cable came out or something, and that's why it's not showing up. So we'll have to figure out what's the problem with that and why that's happening, and then I will get it fixed so that it's available next time we want to get on there. I really would love to show you the FT2. It's really nice. You get a lot of QSOs. We do have right now, let's get to the right place, listen in the right place so we get some call signs coming in. I have this is the call log from Grid Tracker 2 over here. And by the way, those are all the grid squares that I have confirmed QSOs in. Not bad. Just a few left in the United States to get. Man, nobody's asking questions. Is anybody still here? Am I all by myself? Is that why my voice is echoing? It says there's 6 people watching right now. Let's see. Let's go to live. Live view. We have 4 people watching. All right. Well, hey, maybe it wasn't your cup of tea. That's okay. It was my cup of tea, and this is what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks. This is why I haven't done an ISS or any kind of pass since Sunday. I haven't been on here that often. So the other thing I worked with Mike said already and Ham Radio Deluxe, I have it so when I log it in the SAP box, it automatically puts it in Ham Radio Deluxe log. That took a little doing last night. We figured that out, me and Mike said already, and I know Mike from Ham Radio Deluxe told me at Hamcation that it's available. By the way, when I'm transmitting on here, are you hearing a loud hum? Let me see. I get a little bit of a buzz. Yeah, no, not a big hum. But the touch screen, the touch lamp in my other room, that keeps going on and off when I do FT8. All right, that's it for me today. It's already a quarter to 7. Ooh, baby. And I got to call Mike and I got to get on a Zoom call with Mike and Keith. Keith never uses his camera when he does it. Why is it on slideshow? Let's switch back over here. Oh, I forgot I'm in studio mode. All right, let's turn off studio mode. Anyway, you can see the new Geochron in the background. This thing should be really freaking cool. When there's a hurricane or something, I can zoom in and track it on the Geochron. Pretty cool stuff. I'm telling you, this is pretty cool stuff. So thanks, Patrick at Geochron, for everything you do. And everybody, remember what I always say. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me, all right? This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, telling you, be good and don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me, right? I want to have some fun too, you know. Ciao, 73.